I'm very proud that we remember our genocide, but we think of humanity. We are unique, but we think of universals.
This gratitude in action concept is really the foundation of the Aurora Prize. We want to inspire those that received help from others to reciprocate, and when they get stronger, give back.
When we started this project, it was 3 of us. It's 3 of us become 70 people in 2016 and 200 people today. I believe it's the only way we need to do together. Thank you.
Aurora Prize will change the mind of the people.
I think Aurora and I think Armenians see it as they were one time oppressed. Genocide. Now, after 100 years of this, the Armenian people are giving this huge prize, this big award. They're giving out to the rest of the world.
Mana inya mera leto nero merero yalle anna para nama lama ke bebu na unta sero tenna del nurele roru mali tinesa samaram di alla be ngori jangato.
Kids come from very far, the rural areas, and people are ignorant really of their surgeries, so we had to take care of the kids. Plaster House is helping kids with disabilities to get surgeries and help them pay surgeries. We treat kids with a cleft lip and palate, hydrocephalus and spinal bifidus. We correct clubfoot, plastic surgeries like palm scar contracture.
I think there are 2 bright things happening for children in northern Tanzania today, and one of them is Plaster House, and one of them is the neonatal intensive care unit. Both of them are taking the forgotten child that is, no one is giving a chance, and they're giving them a new life. Our NICU serves well over 200 babies a year. I think we're writing the record for the smallest babies surviving. No matter how that small that little foot is that we are saving, it may leave a very big print on the world one day. Okay, this package is He wasn't breathing. Agnes, just put it in. So he's having seizures. One of our primary goals in this hospital is to train a future young generation of Tanzanian doctors who are hungry for a higher level of care and better outcomes. Go back to he was a normal acting child and suddenly he stopped breathing. What happened, Frank? I'm pushing you because you've got to think of these yourself. Donor support, like the Aurora Prize, gives us the ability financially to sustain and run our neonatal intensive care unit, and our impact spreads. That's going to affect the next years of newborn care in this country of 55 million people.
The kids are like the old-style adults here. They're used to hardship from a very young age. They're carrying water and doing work from a young age. I think they're just tough kids. We in the West, we are separated from reality because of technology. We think we control things. The people here realize that life is a gift, that life is capricious. Life is no guarantee. The day our expatriate staff were evacuated was 16th of June, 2011. There's a lot of just chaos, and they were bombing almost every day in those days. We just had no idea what was going to happen. You know, you have that fear, but then boom, all of a sudden, you've got to concentrate and focus and get this work done. Don't worry about what's happening outside. Just do what you have to do. You know, take care of sick people. It's very simple.
When I came here in 2010, when I saw Dr. Tom how active he was, and he was the only doctor here, and really working day and night, the work was too much for him. We do a lot of things. Right now we run one of the biggest hospitals here in Nuba region. We run also schools. We have a radio network, we call it Voice of Peace here, which communicates the messages to the people within. We have also Women Center that we run here, educating women, run by one of the sisters called Hamis, a Comboni sister. So these are some of the projects that we do here, and they're really beautiful.
I think for humanitarian organizations, one key thing is to come and show solidarity with the people on the ground. Come, you stay with the people and you work. You don't come in and say, we're here for a 6-month or 1 or 2 year project, and then you take off. What are the people on the ground going to think? Oh yeah, those people came, they made a nice compound, they built big walls around it, they had nice vehicles, then they left. That's not the same. Forget the t-shirts and the baseball hats. People want you, they want your heart and soul to come and help.
Inuka touch very vulnerable girls with the little brothers and sisters, so they are really abandoned by the family, or they lost the family because sometimes you have displacement of population because of the instability they're around, or also inside of the family because of the poverty. There is a lot of tensions, and we need to help these little children.
Our goal, our role and objective are to make them understand that they are useful and that they have a power somewhere to do something, to change something for themselves and for the others.
tunataha mfatwa n'abapolisi batanga documentation baramubitana twamanye hafi namaze nk'imisi 3 mba mu Cibitoki ama mu nyuma kubaho ko baduha byose byo bijanye nego yuko umuntu atagitangura ubuzima.
We planned to bring the refugee students at the universities without funding. Aurora Prize came to make the dream of Maison Shalom true.
Kaza kanje nifuza ko umuntu akomeye amashuri nize nzi ndayakoresha mfasha abandi no mu buzima bwiza en general.
I have so many kids. I send them in the university today, in the secondary school. Then they will return. They will change our country. I am full of hope.
The HIV prevalence is pretty high in this country with no training and no emphasis on adherence. Patients, yes, receive the ARVs, but after 2 weeks, they stop. They become non-adherent. But if you empower the healthcare providers, if they do the correct patient education, patients will receive these ARVs for a very, very long time. We used to have the HIV training at Kijabi.
You remember I had gone to Kijabi for some special training on HIV. I went there for about 6 months plus. We are taught on how to manage our patients.
I knew Kijabi was a very good center where I can come and do my own internship. And I was dreaming of coming here. 1 year intensive internship that I had is really going to help me. It's one of the best things that I've received in my life.
When you see that patient who was one time bedridden, walking, smiling, when you see that beautiful woman who is pregnant, delivering a HIV negative child, naming them even after you, that's the most exciting thing for me. Aurora Prize is very significant, and I think that's what keeps people like us, people like Dr. Tom, on the move.
Most people think of Peru as a very interesting country. We were the heart of the Inca's culture. We have Machu Picchu as one of the most known ruins. However, 1 of every 3 children under 5 years old have anemia, and 1 on 6 have chronic malnutrition. CMMB began working in Peru 5 years ago, and mainly we have focused on improving the nutrition of the children and the pregnant women. We give information, education. A new partner that is coming to work with CMMB is Aurora Prize. Aurora Prize is going to cooperate through a program of volunteers to come to Peru and serve the people. We thank Aurora Prize and Armenian people. Together we are going to go far, far away in improvement and in the service that we are committed to.
We have had a long history of wars and suffering. People were all put in internally displaced camps. We were like refugees, but within our own country. We lost a big number of children who were dying because of sickness in internally displaced camps. Imagine that rebel camp abduct all of you and tell you, kill your mother. You are forced to kill your own family member. Our people are traumatized, even up to now, and it has a great impact in the life of the people.
In 1996, I got abducted. I was schooling. I was in P6. We roamed around in Uganda until they took us up to Sudan. And they began training us. They gave us some weapons, like guns. So we stayed there for long, from 1996 to 2004, until the idea of escaping came into my mind. I escaped. I still need to go back to school.
Education is a key. Education department is helping us to shape the future of the generation of Acholi. We have children who are born with HIV and AIDS. We decided to put this funding precisely to improve on the quality of life of these children. We pay their school fees, their scholastic materials. We also support their health.
This is one of the schools where we support the children who are HIV positive. They were born with a virus, okay? We take them to our health center at Komboni Samaritan. We treat them. They can be doctors, they can be nurses, they can have a future, they can have a profession. These children can be a leader. They have different talent that may at one point represent the country, we never know.
Who are in a very criminal context, and they have many problems in their life to eat enough, to have access to school, not to be taken by drug dealers. They don't have a normal life.
Crianças que passaram pelo CACEF estão no tráfico hoje. Não é intuito do CACEF tirar ninguém do tráfico, porque o tráfico é um sistema poderoso, ele tem muito dinheiro.
Eu nasci aqui na favela, mas não gosto muito daqui, né? Porque todo ano tem tiroteio. Meu pai e meu tio estavam em casa. Aí os caras chegaram atirando neles. Eu fui vivendo, né? Minha mãe é como um pai pra mim, ela e minha avó. Como um pai pra mim, elas duas é como um pai, que eu não tive pai, eu não pude conhecer ele. Eu sofro com isso até hoje, né?
É o nosso trabalho de dizer à criança que existe outras coisas além daquele mundo da favela, aquela violência. Se Se CACEF fechasse algum dia, as crianças não teriam atividades mais na comunidade, elas ficariam pelas ruas, porque não tem outro projeto fora o CACEF.
These children find a space of peace, a space of love. Aurora Prize very concretely saved now for 5 years this project.
Samaritan, El Centario. You have the desire to help. That's what comes in my mind when I hear the word Kombone. To me, it's almost like a slogan. Go and reach the poor. Do whatever you can.
Khi đầu tiên mà ra thì quê đấy, thì ngã N1 đầu tiên này nó về qua gửi rồi nhỉ, rồi thì ra mà nè, cái bê rồi, cái bê rồi lấy quê ra, ngã cái quê cái nhà này là chỉ cho nó về đầu tiên quen, cái về đầu tiên quen quê qua mà tiêu gang.
Each time we share with our community the source of the funding, we also tell them why the funding is coming. Why the Armenians started this prize is because of the suffering that was there in generation in the past. And we tell them, how can we learn from the experience of the Armenian people?
Rohingya people is one of the most persecuted minorities in the world. Thousands of Rohingya people lost their lives. Many drowned. The Rakhine extremists attack us, but the authorities do not take any action. It was the biggest exodus of Rohingya people from Myanmar. More than half of the population now live in refugee camps.
Aun.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be this Aurora Prize. I thanks again to all Armenians.
Aurora is throwing a snowball, but the snowball is going down and becoming bigger and bigger. And I think we will, in some years, see that it is much more than this single prize.
Aurora Prize is a new answer to look to the future.
How do you live a good life? Christ laid out very easily. Treat your neighbor as yourself. He said, look, take care of people. You take care of the least of my brothers and sisters, you take care of me.
We are more powerful because of love.
This is, in a sense, preparing Armenian nation to get real accomplishments, to look forward, energized by the past, inspired by the past, dedicated to future.
The Aurora Prize for Awakening Humanity is a prize that is a gift from Armenians to the world in saying, look, our experience should become a beacon for what is happening today and those that are today stepping in and saving others.
Շատ ուրախ եմ, որ միջումով ստացվեց դարա ոչ թե միայն հայկական ցեղասպանության հետ կապված հարց, այլ դարա ավելի համաշխարհային հարց։ Համաշխարհային, որը արդեն ոչ թե միայն հայ ազգի հետ է Aurora-ն միացում, այլ դառնում է համաշխարհային շարժում։